everybody. David here with Awesome Autographs and More. And this is episode number 60. Actually, it's going to be a fun one because I actually got some TTMs today. And I got 4 TTMs and an envelope of cards that I purchased. One was a failure, which has an interesting story to it. Actually, many of these will. So let's get started. First off is a 3 for 3 of 3 success in 36 days. The envelope, as you could see, was cut off and then taped. I don't know if that was the signer or the post office or what, but it's pretty chewed up with Mr. Chris Jack or Jacke. I'm not 100% sure, but we have a 1990 Fleer. This just is not working with this light. Let's see here. We can make this a little bit better. There we go. I think that's improved. And then we have the 90 or 91 Pro set. And I think this is 91. But again, I'm not positive on the years. That's Mr. Chris Jacke, or Jack, as the case may be. And again, that was a 3 of 3 in 36 days. Next up is a baseball return. It is a 5 of 5 success in 84 days of Mr. Ryan Sweeney. He played from 2006 to 2014. Played for the White Sox, Oakland A's, the Boston Red Sox, and the Chicago Cubs. I think most of these cards that I sent him are Red Sox cards. Big surprise there, huh? And looks like a Heritage. Those are nice cards. Those always look nice signed. Another Red Sox for Topps card. Swear that looks, without magnifying glass, it looks like a Yankees uniform. Was the first one. Red Sox, A's, Red Sox, the White Sox, and another Red Sox. I was hoping this one would come out nice, and I'm pretty happy with it. Looks really cool. We'll leave that one on top. And more or less front and center. Okay. Third and final successful TTM is a 2 for 2 success in 255 days. It is a hockey success of Mr. Dave Taylor. 2 LA Kings cards from the 91-ish time frame. He was with the Kings. I actually remember seeing him play many times as I was sharing a season tickets with a friend of mine. And so got to go to quite a few games. Loved watching him and Luc Robitaille, Gretzky, Yari Curry, Marty McSorley. That whole crew was pretty fun to watch. Anyways, Mr. Dave Taylor, he played from the 77-78 season to the 1993-94 season, so he was there the year they went all the way to the Stanley Cup, but didn't win it, thanks to those Montreal bums. But anyways, I'm not a huge Kings fan, but I was a big Kings fan back in the day when I was living out there and had the tickets. So, again, Mr. Dave Taylor, a 2 of 2 success in 200 and some odd days. Now, we have a return to sender from Mr. Joe Carter. It says the street address does not exist. I don't get it because I'm assuming everybody else who gets Joe Carter, the top of the envelope was open except for a piece of tape, which you can kind of see the tape there. It goes over. That's how it came to me today. Now, this arrived in the mail today as a return to sender. I mailed this out on April 2nd, so it took 165 days for the post office to return this to me. And I figured it was gone by now, so you'll see an interesting scenario when I get to the purchase I made. But I went in, and my cards are there, along with the money that went in to cover his fee for signing. So I don't know what happened with this. I'll have to kind of dig a little more and see, but I don't know how it is that the address doesn't exist. It's got the address off of SCN. There's a ton of successes from that address, but which is 117th in Leawood, Kansas, which I happen to know where Leawood, Kansas is because I've run a half marathon there. So I know the city exists. Don't know about the street. Can't say that I checked it out while I was there. But anyways, we'll dig into this a little further and see what I can get. If anybody has any knowledge of a new address or something, I certainly would appreciate seeing something in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see what I can do with that. Now, last item is a purchase. Every month I tend to go take a look at the abcunlimited.net website to see if they have any new cards for my 1990 Leaf set. So almost every month I'll get a couple of cards, and I often find that getting the cards through them are no more expensive than sending TTMs. So I go on, look at the Leafs, and then I kind of spot pick some players for a variety of reasons. But when he packages up the cards, he always puts unsigned cards at the front and the back to protect the autograph cards, as well as all the other packaging. But that's why you have two, I believe, Jay Buhner cards here that are not signed, because they're kind of throw-ins. So they'll go into my boxes, and maybe someday we'll get those signed. We'll never know. But anyways, they had 3 cards that I needed this month. So I picked those up in Greg Hibbard. Oops. I'll run these along the back row. Mike Pagliarulo. And they had a Joe Carter, so I just assumed that envelope was long gone and lost because everybody was getting Joe Carter back pretty quick. So I decided, let me just break down and buy this. I think I paid $6 or $7 for it, which still isn't bad considering I've already spent a few stamps and got nothing on the other one. So that takes care of that. I probably will still send out to Joe Carter again, but I'll probably not. I don't know if I'll send another Leaf card or I'll pick something different just to have a variety. Another one of my favorite players back in the day was Kevin Moss. So they had a few of his cards for minimal amounts. Picked those up. I guess I should show them a little bit better than that. There, let me throw player by player here. I think we got some 91s and 92s here. I know he played for a team other than, after the Yankees. Off the top of my head, I don't remember who it was. But I'm going to need to get some cards of that team and see if I can't get those autographed. I'm not sure if he does TTM or not. I have some cards out to him now. I think they went out, I want to say they went out in June or July, but late June or late July, I just don't know. I've got a ton of requests that are outstanding from that time frame. So we'll see what happens. Next, I picked up a few Beat Daily cards. I have some that I got TTM, but he personalizes the cards. So I thought if I purchased a few, I'd get them without the personalization just to have a few. And so they had these cards for basically less than I could actually buy the cards. I had seen these cards a few times out there. I was going to pick them up and send another TTM. But I think the cards, this one, the card, I saw it somewhere for like $15. And I got the card autographed for, I don't know, maybe like $8, something like that. The same with the rest of these. I think they were all pretty much like $7 or $8. But these older cards will cost you that more often than not anyways, unless you find some that are really in bad shape. And then the last player I bought this past month was Mr. Hank Bauer, who probably was most well known, obviously, for playing with the Yankees, because that's what most of these cards are, although most of them are like post-career prints, more recent prints. That's a 65, I believe. One of his last years with when he was with the Orioles. And then there's a bunch of these cards that are Yankees most of these are from the 2000s. Reprints of, different years from the past, obviously. I think that's a 54. I think that's a 54 design. I have a regular one and a gold one, so those were kind of cool. And that technically will complete my collection of Hank Bauer cards, just because at some point in time, I will go through my collection on video. I keep all of my autograph cards now in binders, by player, by sport, or it should be by sport, by player. So now that I've got everything filed into those binders and they're a bit more viewable, I will do some videos and kind of show it off in bits and pieces, at least relative to the signed cards. Also, I'm sure a few of you noticed I've changed the background in most of the background. Whoops, banged into the phone. Over here I have I think it's a 65 Mickey Mantle card that I've had for years. I don't even remember where I got it. The mini helmet is autographed by Adam Vinatieri. The big poster in the background is Brady Anderson. It's shout out to Autographs 2000. From what I can tell anyways, he seems to be, I know he's a big Orioles fan, but I think specifically Brady Anderson is one of his really favorite players. So I've decided I'm going to keep rotating the content of what's back there, just because I'll be able to show off some of the posters and things other than the cards. I do have some cards up there. I probably always will. I'm sure nobody out there really recognizes those two cards there. And I'll keep that a secret for now. You might recognize or think you recognize the design, but those are actually custom cards I had made. And the one in the middle is one of those ticket style cards that Upper Deck issued, and it's actually Ray Boone And then over to the left there is a large, I want to say it's like 5x8 or something like that. It's actually a big giant trading card with a swatch or a piece of a game used bat, and that swatch is signed by Alkaline. I don't know, that I just happened to stumble on that at a show one day and grabbed it because I like Alkaline. I did like him. I've met him a couple of times at shows and things. He was a nice guy, so I like the card. I have not seen any other cards like that out there since I picked that up. I was thinking maybe there'd be, I don't know if there's a set of them or what. Oops, there goes the secret card. But you can see, I'll try to, I've got, pick it up. I purchased it at a show in Georgia. But there's no number or anything that I can actually tell. It's fleered. This particular card is numbered. It is numbered 127 out of, looks like 285. So I spit all over it. But when I saw it, I thought it was really cool. I love these big cards. I love when, I guess it was Donruss, a couple of years they issued those big 8x10 trading cards. I think Action Pact did a few of them. Donruss did some. Might even be Fleer. I have a number of them autographed, and so you'll see them over time for sure. But anyways, once I finish with this video, I'll go reset up my display there. But I figured I'd give a quick tour of the few things that I do have out here. I may add some more to it. I may change up some more. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for today. That takes care of my TTMs, my purchase. Hopefully I keep getting some TTMs. I was kind of surprised when I went to the post office mailbox, whatever you call that thing out front, this morning and saw that many, because the email that I get from the post office every morning tells me what's coming. And from what I saw there, the only thing I could tell was the purchase envelope with regards to the purchase. But the Dave Taylor actually was in one of the post office scans 2 weeks ago. You see, that is my current address. I will eventually be moving, but I think we're still several months away. We're in the process of building a home, for which we will, it will be our permanent retirement home. So, but we're really just getting started in the process. So I think we're probably about 6 months away from actually moving. But this is an old, when I saw this in the scan about 2 weeks ago, I thought, man, that's an old one. I haven't used these envelopes in quite a while. So I was kind of anxious to get it. And the day that it was supposed to come, that it was in the email, I got one or two others that, were also in the scan, and a whole bunch of junk mail. Everything came that day that was in the scan except this envelope. And here we are 2 weeks later, and it finally shows up. Go figure. Anyways, that's it. I've taken up enough of everybody's time. Thank you very much to all the athletes for their autographs. Thank you for your time watching and listening to this video. Please hit the like button down there. Helps the channel out a lot. And subscribe over here and hit the bell so you get notified of the videos as they get posted. I am looking at doing a giveaway. I'm still trying to pull some things together for it. So sometime over the next few videos, I will kick that off and go from there. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser, and the giveaway prize, if you will be a package that I'll put together of cards, and it will include, I would say mostly will include like TTM fuel from, I think, anywhere from probably the mid-80s on up to, fairly current. I am going to stick at least one autographed card in the package. And we might stick some Hall of Famers or real old-time players in there, but there won't be that many of those either. I think the vast majority of it's going to be kind of TTM fuel type stuff. And like I say, a minimum of one autograph card. I'm not going to pull everything in advance because I'm going to try to semi-customize the packages for those who actually win. And I'm going to add packages as based on the number of participants. And I haven't decided for sure, but I think I'm going to use the number 25. So for every time we go past a 25 participants, we will add another package, and therefore there will be an additional winner. So we hit 20. Initially we start at one package. If we get past 25 participants, I'll add a second package. If we get past 50, I'll add a third package, that kind of thing. And they'll all basically be the same, but I will try to customize them for the winner, and the information that is part of the giveaway will help me determine that. When the video hits for the contest, you'll see what that's all about. Because I'm still trying to figure out a couple of little details on how I want to do it. But anyways, that's it for today. Again, thank you all for watching and listening to me babble. Please, again, hit the like button and subscribe. You will need to be a subscriber to participate in the giveaway. So if you're not already a subscriber, now's the time to do it. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. This is David for now. Happy TTMing.